Oh, my God. A battery and a staple and behold a fire. You are a genius.
Please, just burn a little faster. Just burn faster. Let everyone know we're here. Lauren, blow. Okay, I need you to blow.
Okay.
Not too hard. Fires love oxygen.
Okay. The fire department will come. Come on.
Michael and Kevin are gonna know we love them. They're gonna know we didn't leave them, Lauren. They're gonna know.
No. Oh, you heard me.
Are you too crazy?
Kill him? You want me to,
Well, not as a freebie. You off Michael for me, I take care of your Phyllis problem, and it's so logical, it hurts.
Why is a double murder logical?
Because getting rid of the obstacle always makes sense. Michael is standing between me and the sweet life as Lauren. And you need to get Phyllis away from Jack.
I can't.
Phyllis has her claws into Jack. Don't you see if she's dead? She can't hold on.
I know Phyllis is a selfish, conniving man-stealer, and she deserves whatever she gets, but... Sarah, Michael's never done anything to me.
That's right. And don't you see that that is the point? That's the point no one would ever expect. That Emily would off Michael, and no one will ever suspect that Lauren offed her best friend Phyllis, right? Come on. Patty, say yes. It'll be so easy. This is the only way you will ever have Jack to yourself.
I'm sorry Emily has been held up. I'm sure she's anxious to see you.
Yeah, I bet.
Listen, for what it's worth, I have a younger brother. Family isn't always easy. We're not always on the same page.
Yeah.
So tell me more about Emily. Like how she got to be who she is today.
I have killed my son. I'm ready to tell you everything.
Dad, not another word.
Victor, this isn't the answer.
Listen to him.
You let Nicholas go, and I will tell you how Adam was murdered.
Story first, non-negotiable.
You get nothing until I have a talk with my client. Interrogation room. Thank you.
Listen to me, Victor. Whatever you tell them, I can't make them unhear it.
This time everyone knows how Adam was murdered, right?
You can cut the act now. We all know you didn't do this.
You have such faith in my innocent son. Wish I could share it.
What do you think is going to happen, Victor? You confess, Nicholas is cleared, and somehow you don't get dumped into prison? That's not the way it works.
I understand the consequences, Michael Baldwin. And you have to understand what I'm guilty of.
How about smiling for the camera instead?
I don't give a damn about who's watching.
I do. It is my job to keep you and your family out of prison. Confessions tie my hands. For God's sakes, Victor, we know Pomerantz is a pompous ass. At least make him work for a conviction.
Haven't there been enough lies already? The cabin, my jacket, this pen.
You pile up any more, you are begging for an obstruction charge.
You know, I remember how many times I told Adam to be a man and own up to his crimes. I'm following my own advice.
Think of Mom.
And Abby and Victoria and everyone else in your life?
You call Pomerantz now. I want to talk.
I'm not gonna let you hang yourself.
You're a pain in the ass to work for.
Oh, I know that.
All right.
Hey, everything my father is about to tell you right now is a crock.
Oh, does that mean you did it?
No, it means you're wasting your time not finding the person who is the real killer.
Well, I'm interested to hear what your father has to say.
Oh, my client is ready.
This is ridiculous.
All right, we'll treat your father's confession like one of those psychic channels. For entertainment purposes only.
What is wrong with him?
He loves you, Nick. Listen, your father obviously has a plan. Let him run with it.
And land himself in prison?
What's the alternative? You make up something to protect your father? And I have to tell Summer that you're spending the next 20 years on a business trip?
No, Nick, don't even think of it.
God only knows what kind of story he's making up in there.
Maybe it's not a story. Maybe for once your dad is telling the truth.
Well, I just tried calling Emily again. It went straight to voicemail, which means she's still in session. I guess I don't have to tell you. Her patients are very important to her.
Yes, she always was all about the grindstone. God forbid anyone try and relax.
And by anyone, you mean
Yeah, me.
maybe she was just trying to set a good example. I know that couldn't have been easy to live up to.
Who'd bother trying? Can't compete with that. The girl never told a lie in her life.
So why don't you see a doctor? Have him check you out.
Because I am a doctor, and I'm also grieving. And to hear it confirmed out loud by someone else, it would be too painful.
Every chance I have given you to prove you're telling the truth, you've rejected.
How am I supposed to react to this? What am I supposed to say? Well, maybe the two of you have more common ground now.
The only common ground Emily and I will ever have is that we're both allergic to cats.
Cat allergy, huh? Not a lot to build a relationship on.
You have no idea.
Excuse me. Abbott residence. No, officer, she's not here. Could I ask what this is? About Adam's escape. Yeah, I'll bring her by. Thank you. The police want to ask a few more questions of Emily about a patient of hers that escaped before he could be incarcerated.
Always on the side of truth and justice. Rah, rah, rah.
Right, rah. You know what? She's still at the hospital. Let's surprise her.
Cold-blooded murder. You know what, Nurse Sarah, I'm not that kind of girl.
Oh. Don't sell yourself short. You know what? Let's put this in tiny, bite-sized pieces, shall we? I will off Phyllis, and you who want her gone will be in a very public place. You'll have an alibi and would be totally innocent. And then you will ice Michael for me. And me, public innocent, check, check. And then Phyllis and Michael will leave this earth, two unsolved mysteries. It's so easy, isn't it?
I just shoot Michael, Nurse Sarah.
Well, then, think of him as Jack. You put a bullet in him once, didn't you?
I was in pain. You know, and I didn't think he loved me. But he does now.
Then picture Victor's face.
Victor's cruel and vicious, and he exploited Jack's love for me. But Michael, I hardly know.
You know, I'm trying to help you here, sweetie. Phyllis sucks up all of Jack's precious time. How long before she wants all of him? In every way.
No. It'll never happen because Jack loves me. And I love him.
Then prove it. You get rid of Michael for me, and Phyllis will be gone. And Jack will belong to you, and only you.
Stop, just leave it alone. Just go, Ryder. Let the fire department come. We won't ever mention your name.
That's right.
You don't get it, do you? You're here for good.
We are going home one way or another.
You can come with us. All right, you're just as much of a victim as we are, Ryder.
We'll tell Kevin and Michael how good you've been to us.
Once Mama Bear and Daisy find out that this happened on my watch, I am so screwed. And then you're even more screwed.
No, you don't have to be terrified of your own family. It doesn't have to be like this, Ryder.
What the hell? I saw smoke on my way in.
She saw it.
She's not the only one.
Oh, so you two said it. You think the fire department's gonna come ride to your rescue?
Yes, Daisy, time to run. Just go save yourself.
If anyone saw the smoke, they're on their way right now. We gotta head them off. But first, shut these two up before they can whine for help.
Shut them up how?
A rock to the skull would suffice. Maybe later. Gag them for now.
No, you don't have to do this.
This is your fault. You brought this on yourselves.
Okay, wait a minute. You know what? I can't.
You can't what? Save your marriage by getting rid of Phyllis? Oh, come on, Patty. I have faith in you. You changed your whole face just to land your sweetie. That tells me you're a woman who gets what she wants.
But murder.
I know. Such a harsh word. But why don't you think about it as an act of love for Jack? All right, we don't have to make any decisions now. So you just think about it, sit with it, and this conversation will be just between the two of us, right? Like all our other chats? Doctor, patient, confidentiality?
I'm in a session.
Lauren will understand. Hi, Lauren. Emily's brother is visiting.
Oh, very exciting. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to catch up on.
Wow, it's good to see you.
Okay, well, maybe I should go.
Okay.
Thank you, Emily. I was right to be able to count on you, right?
Oh, of course, of course.
Good. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Lauren.
Honey, come on, I told you I was gonna be home. Now, Lauren thinks I'm so unprofessional.
Oh, wait, Jamie's been here for a long time, and Lauren certainly understood.
I have to do my notes on the session, and it could take some time. So why don't I meet you guys back at home?
The police called. They would like to ask a few more questions about Adam's escape from the hospital.
That's going to have to wait because Jamie is here, and that's all that matters right now. Do you know how much I've missed you? And for you to tear yourself away from work, I'm very grateful. Have you seen all Jack's antiques? They always remind me of you. And I'm sorry that you couldn't come to the wedding. You know, but you're here now. Oh my God, you're here, and this is wonderful. I am so proud of you.
Hey, what's your deal? Would you bring me here so you could bust my chops?
Oh, what's wrong, Jamie?
My antiques. What? Seriously? And my work? Was that supposed to be a joke because I can't hold a job? And the wedding? Like you invited me to your wedding.
Emily?
She lied. She lied to me.
Emily, what's going on?
Damn it, someone called 911. It's your fault if he goes to the cages. Officer,
Do you know anything about some smoke out here?
isn't it awful? I work at the homeless shelter. I was doing outreach, and this man here, he's been living in the middle of nowhere. He started the fire trying to heat up a can of soup. Now do you see why you should come to the shelter? The fire's out, by the way. After I asked him to put it out, he did. See? All gone.
Sorry, officer. I'll go back to the shelter.
Maybe you should drive him.
You're under arrest for vagrancy. What? No, this. Wait.
You better leave quick. He's run away before.
As I told you, I found Adam in the club basement. I hit him and he ran.
How far?
Not that far because of his limited eyesight. I caught up with him.
Did you try and call out? Did you try and get some help down there?
No.
Where'd you catch up with Adam?
In the boiler room. Once he realized I'd cornered him, he took a swing at me.
Did he connect?
Mm-mm. But while trying to hit me, something fell out of his pocket. It was a pen.
This is the pen your daughter gave your son. How did Adam get it?
How the hell do I know? What do I care? Point is, I was confronting my son, the man who had done irreparable damage to my family, who had tortured Ashley and Sharon. When I asked him if he felt any remorse, any guilt about what he had done, especially to Ashley, the boy just smirked at me. Said that the baby Ashley and I had lost was better off dead. Now, there was enough light left in that room for me to look in his eyes. Cold eyes. Not a shred of the goodness of his mother in them. I knew then damn well that he would never, never stop torturing the rest of my family. I was not about to let that happen. So then, I heard a scream. A blood-curdling scream. Next I saw was that pen in his chest and my fist clenched around it.
Your dad's capable of a lot of things, but this, no way. Adam was his son.
Whom he disowned.
There were still blood.
You know, Victor got angry enough. I don't know, anything could happen in a moment.
A pen to the heart? Are you kidding me?
I knew Adam was his son, but he cost him his precious little girl. And if all of you wanted Adam gone, maybe Victor was just the one who made it happen.
I'm sorry. This is so embarrassing.
Who is she? And how did she lie to you?
It was a mentor of mine. And she once said that the rough times Jamie and I had would stay in the past.
What the hell does that have to do with antiques?
I know how close you are to your siblings, right? Maybe it was subconscious, but I wanted that same connection with you in our life. Even if it meant rewriting history to do so. Jamie, of course I wanted you at our wedding. It was the happiest day of my life.
Give me a break. You know you hadn't even spoken to me since I stole your prescription pad?
Well, that was unfair of me, and I'm sorry. I've had a chance to have a new beginning here in Genoa City, so maybe you and I could start over too.
That would be wonderful, only right now we have to get you to the police station.
Come on, you both know how important family is to my father.
Exactly, and Adam tortured every single member of your family. Victor's not going to let anyone get away with that.
I can't stop thinking about Victor at the cabin. I mean, you could see the fury in his eyes.
That was an act to get Adam to confess the truth.
No, Nick, those feelings were real. And that was before we knew what Adam had really done for sure, what he did to Ashley and to Faith. Now that we know how evil he really was, I wouldn't blame him.
So you both think?
I don't know what to think. All I know, if anyone can get out of this, it's Victor.
And if he can't, an innocent man rots in prison.
Nick, is your father really an innocent man? I mean, is he really some poor victim? I mean, he proved he wasn't when he let Patty Williams loose on this town.
So you haven't forgiven Dad for what happened to Summer Les? I get it, okay, I get it. But it's not like Dad went unpunished. Patty almost killed him.
I don't want your father to go to prison. But if it's between his freedom and yours, your kids need you.
Exactly. That's something that Sharon and I agree on.
I'm not about to abandon my kids, but I can't let Dad lie like this.
Maybe he is not lying. Maybe he's not. Nick, the only one who knows for sure who killed Adam is Adam's killer.
I looked around, saw a handkerchief, recognized it. And shoved it in his mouth.
Jack Abbott's handkerchief.
Adam was already dead. It's not like you had to shut him up. What was the point?
Perhaps you recall that Jack Abbott was once willing to let me go to prison for a crime I didn't commit. This was a chance for me to return the favor. So I took that handkerchief and shoved it in Adam's mouth to cover my own tracks, okay? I further covered my tracks by breaking a gas pipe. So I knew once people would smell the gas, they would get the hell out of the building.
The explosion.
So I don't want anyone else to suffer the consequences of my acts. I'm willing to write this all down or give a confession in court, whatever you want. But do it expeditiously because I don't want my family to suffer any longer.
Well, you've heard the man. Gentlemen, clearly it was a crime of passion, manslaughter at best, and you know it.
What we know is that your client just wasted our time with a complete load of crap.
Because of Arson Girl here, your hero, Ryder, was arrested. It was either that or let the cop come sniff around the cages.
The police were here?
So close, yet so far.
You sacrificed your own brother. Yes, sometimes tough love is the answer.
Oh, God. Ryder brought me medication. If he's not here...
Oh, I'm sorry. You set a fire and you expect a reward?
They're so spoiled.
You're right. They are. So no more food and water and no more migraine pills for you. If anything happens to her or me, Michael and Kevin will hunt you down. Oh. And how could anything happen to Lauren? Because I am she, and she is me, and Michael and I are blissfully happy together. And Kevin, you see, he's moving on. But I guess if he needed some comforting, I could do something about it. He's a real cutie. We could be the cutie and the cougar. Well, things weren't so blissful when you needed me to make that call to Michael. Things will go wrong again. I'm bored now. You get that beast. I'll take care of her. No wonder Michael is so attentive. I'm not annoying like you. Your luck is gonna run out. It's just a matter of time.
Mr. Newman, you're just trying to get your other son off the hook. The pen belonged to Nick. Adam's blood was found all over Nick's jacket. Your story doesn't change that.
You're ignoring my confession in order to put my son Nicholas on trial. Now, what if Mr. Baldwin here tells the jury that you ignored my testimony? You look like imbeciles.
Oh, and we look like geniuses buying this garbage from you.
I'm handing you a conviction without the expense of a trial, Mr. District Attorney.
You still think you're in charge? I bet the other prisoners will be duly impressed.
Given the evidence that we have against Nick and what you have just told us here today, I don't see why we can't just lock you both up.
You sound so sure that your father is innocent.
Yeah, is there a reason? Is there something you're not telling us?
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I already told the police what I remembered of Adam's escape. I just want this to get over with so that we can get on with our life.
Hey, what did I miss?
Oh, just Nick getting arrested.
For Adam's murder? Son of a... How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Just have to keep reminding myself that going off on a cop is a bad idea.
I think maybe you want to go off on your old man. I know you don't want to hear this. I understand that. But this is classic Victor Newman. We all know that. He stuffs my handkerchief in his dead son's throat. He's setting me up. Only you're going to take the fall. Damn it.
And this isn't about you and Victor. Please just listen.
I wanted that slimeball Adam to fry every bit as much as anyone else did, but there is no way in hell I would let you take the fall for it. I'm not going to let you take the fall for it. It's not going to happen.
You see that door, Jack?
Yeah, what about it?
Victor is confessing to Adam's murder right now.
It's a good speech. Your Victor hate makes you very eloquent.
Okay, so what's his angle?
To save my hide, screw himself over in the process.
No, bull. He's up to something.
Or maybe he's just doing something loving and generous.
Well, that's a lovely thought. You hold on to that. Trust me. If Mr. Mumbles is finally manning up and taking the lumps, that's a good thing. But my bet is he's going to use this opportunity to make a hero out of himself and clear his own name.
So you think he did it?
I think he had the means, and God knows he had a boatload of motive.
Anyone could have run into Adam in that basement and lost it. He's confessing to save one son. You really think that he could kill another?
The police and the DA intend to find out. They've just arrested Victor for murder. Victor wants to avoid trial and go straight to sentencing.
Oh, they must know he is covering for me.
They suspect as much, but Victor was very convincing. Oh, and by the way, they intend to keep both of you until they're convinced that they have the whole story.
So first it's Victoria, then it's Nick, and then Victor. They can't lock up the whole family.
If that's what it takes. Maybe you were all part of it somehow. No one ever gave a straight story as to what happened in the cabin or in the basement.
Wow, so what is this? You just go around arresting people because you're mad? Is that what you do?
Well, if we did that, then you'd be in your own jail cell right now for the missing tuxedo jacket.
My husband did not kill Adam. And if you guys could find your butts without a GPS system, you wouldn't have arrested him, right?
Easy there, wow. It's quite a temper you got there. You know, I'm sure if you got mad enough, you could probably do some damage with that
Leave
temper.
my wife. Mrs. Newman, we'll stop talking now, Mrs. Newman.
Here we go.
Stop talking.
Excuse us, please.
Amazing.
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me.
I know you're scared. And when you're scared, you do some crazy things. Not this time.
Did you hear that guy?
Yes, and I saw you about to take his head off. The police have to know Nick did not kill Adam.
Everybody knows. But me. For a second, for just a split second.
You actually thought Nick might have killed Adam for Faith?
Or Faith's mother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, now you've come to your senses and you realize Nick could never do anything like that. Victor, however, could.
I don't care what happens. I don't care if Victor goes down for murder. I don't care. I want my husband back home with me.
Stop. You will get your wish, okay? Okay.
So who's that with Jack?
Maybe this isn't a good time for a family reunion.
Oh, I knew it. You're still pissed, of course. Even with all that start over BS.
No, I'm not mad. This time I'm gonna give you my prescription pad. Here, if you go.
What is this, a setup?
It's a gift. Just take it. Take it, forge my signature, and get whatever kind of meds you want that make you happy. Just don't ever contact me again.
Hold on. Officer, I need to talk to this prisoner. I need...
You talk tough for someone who lives in a cage. Meanwhile, I live in the most beautiful apartment with my virile husband. And no one has any idea that I'm not you.
Officer, wait! This prisoner, what's he in for?
Vagrancy and maybe arson.
Although this could get longer. What'd you do to her?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lauren, you targeted her. Got her to bail you out. She's changed, and it's because of you and Daisy. You tell me what you did to my wife.
You try anything like that again and your friend's gonna lose her eye. She was right. You are vicious and stupid.
You got a death wish or something?
Everyone can tell us apart now. Yeah, but they'd have to see us both together first. And that is never gonna happen.
Hello?
It's your favorite patient. I need to know now. Can you do what has to be done?
Remove the obstacle?
Yes, quid pro quo, baby. You in or you out?
I'm in. Sooner the better.
Ditto. I'll be in touch.
Do you want me to gift wrap it?
Later.
Hey! Where you going?
Yeah, you were right. It's not the same him I used to know.
Mr. Newman's used to getting what he wants. He wants a prison cell. Let him have it.
You're not actually buying that load of crap, are you?
You have a problem with the surefire conviction?
Yeah, I do. I really want to know what happened.
All right, fine. Keep digging. But if you don't find a smoking gun, we have a problem. And by we, I mean you.
All right, Nick. It's time to go back to a cell.
I'm gonna be okay, all right? Just
Yeah, don't, please. Don't.
Don't do anything crazy. I'm not gonna let you rot in here, okay?
Give Supergirl a kiss for me. And her baby sister.
Well, Victor didn't kill Adam.
Which he might have.
Then who did? That's how we protect Nick. We have to find out who is responsible.
Yeah, I know. We have to start from the beginning.
Let's get everyone together who was at the cabin.
And we're gonna find out who's letting Nick go down for a murder he didn't commit.
You're driving me crazy. You don't have to do this. I'll be fine. I have Michael. Don't do this. You're innocent. You don't have to go to jail.
I killed Adam.
No, you didn't. Don't do this for me.
You can't stop me, son. I'm ready to pay for what I've done, okay?
Next, on The Young and the Restless.
He wants to start me back on the chemo.
Well, that's great.
Well, I don't know if I should.
What else did Deacon tell you about this dragon lady?
You say you want to help me? I'm begging you. Please help me find my wife.
Join us again for The Young and the Restless.